Good morning, children. Welcome to your commerce class, and today I will be continuing with marketing concepts and function, and in that I was teaching you functions of marketing. Yesterday we have completed with the two functions, and today I will continue with facilitating functions. Now in facilitating function, the very first function that marketing performs, that is marketing research. Marketing research, when we talk about it, it refers to the scientific and the systematic investigation into all phases of marketing so as to find the answer to various market problems. According to Candif and Still, marketing research is the systematic gathering, recording, and analyzing of data about the marketing problem to facilitate decision making. Here it is telling us that in marketing research, when we talk about marketing research, is a scientific way of collecting the data, investigating it, so that whatever present problems are there in the market can be sorted out. Alright, and there are several techniques to conduct marketing research activity. Necessary information can be collected through trade journals, through consumer association, by government publication, etc. Trained investigators are appointed to interview consumers, wholesalers. Questionnaires are being prepared and they are being sent through post for the purpose to avail the required information from the customers, from the wholesalers, etc. Marketing research is an important function of marketing. Quality of marketing decision depends on the facts on which these decisions are based. Alright, then here there are certain researches. Marketing research offer the following advantages. First advantage is the potential demand for a product or service can be estimated. Actual need and taste and preference of the consumer can be ascertained. Discovery of unsatisfied needs of people help business firm in establishing new lines of production. New products can be tested before launching them for sale in market. New uses of existing product can be found and new markets can be developed. The attitudes of consumers towards a product can be judged and necessarily improvements can be made. The competitive strength and brand image of a product can be judged. The effectiveness of distribution channel advertising methods can be measured. Then the next category or the second facilitating function is product planning and development. Products are the foundation of marketing. If there is no production, then marketing is incomplete. The success of marketing department depends upon the degree to which the product offered by it to satisfy the needs of customers. Customers buy only those products which provide them maximum satisfaction. Therefore, it is the responsibility of marketing department to design the product in such a way which provide complete satisfaction to the consumers. This function is also known as merchandising or product planning and development. The design, color, size, quality and other features of the product should be decided keeping in view the needs and desires of customer. Thus, product planning and development involves introduction, development of a new product, improvement of existing product and dropping out unprofitable items from the product line. Then the next facilitating function is standardization and grading. Now standardization, when we talk about standardization, refers to the process of setting up basic measures or standard on the basis of which product confirm the undertaking step to ensure the goods actually produced adhere to the standard. And these are basically, or you can say that the standardization has been done as sorting of goods on the basis of design, weight, color, etc. Alright, now the next is grading. When we talk about grading, is being done on the basis of quality. The sorting of products are being done on the basis of its quality. Grades depending upon the size, color, repenses, etc. Now there is certain functions which are being offered by standardization and grading. This you can go through. First, they facilitate buying and selling of goods by sample or description. Then standardized goods sell better and fetch a better price to seller. Standardization grading enable the producer to direct the goods of different quality towards the market best suited to them. Then the cost of marketing are reduced, like transportation, storage, advertising expenses, etc. Standardized goods enjoy the confidence of customers and a wider market. Standardization and grading facilitate trading of goods in future on the commodity exchange. Standardization and grading help in raising finance. Standardization and product can easily be valued, their prices fluctuate less widely. Then standardization and grading facilitate foreign trade also. Price of standardized and graded product can be fixed and announced in advance. Alright. Example like ISI mark, egg mark. These can be considered. For ISI, agriculture mark on the common mark used to indicate the quality of product. Egg mark is in the case of food product. Now packing and packaging. When we talk about packing, refers to wrapping, crating, filling and compressing of goods to protect them from spoilage, pilferage, breakage and leakage. There are various kinds of goods are placed or packed into appropriate containers for their protection and convenient handling. On the other hand, when we talk about packaging, packaging involves designing and producing appropriate packages for the product. It is concerned with the determination of convenient size, lot in which the product is to be put on the market and creation of proper packages for different lot and sizes. Alright, then there are also some advantages which are being given. You can go through it. Next point is branding and labeling. Now branding, when we talk about, branding is the process of assigning a distinctive name. It can be a symbol also to a product in order to differentiate it from competitive product. Branding helps to give a separate identity of the product. You can take an example like Samsung, LG, etc. etc. Now labeling, when we talk about, labeling implies putting labels or identification mark on packages. A label gives information about the products, its weight, size, price, date of manufacture, expiry date, etc. Pricing, when we talk about, pricing refers to the process of fixing the price or the money value of a particular product or service. Pricing is an important function of marketing because it determines the sales volume and the amount of profit which could be earned. A product is acceptable to the customer when it is reasonably priced. Advertising and salesmanship, this is also one of the facilitating function. Advertising, when we talk about, it is a process of making the firm and its product known to the people in such a manner that a desire to buy the product is created. Advertising helps to give information or to educate the customer according to the needs and wants. Then salesmanship is a process of creating a demand. Through personal contact between the buyer and the seller, it eliminates the gap between the product and the customer. It provides useful feedback from consumers. Financing, when we talk about, the next facilitating function of marketing is financing. Financing is the provision and the management of money and create necessary to get goods from producer to the consumer or industrial users. It involves providing money and credit required to meet out the expenses of merchandise into the hands of customer. Risk bearing, when we talk about, risk bearing, risk taking or risk bearing. Risk means uncertainty of profits due to theft, due to loss by fire, due to hasty decisions of the businessmen. There are several kinds of risk. Several types of risk are involved in marketing, and to cover these risks, insurance is the best way to compensate the risk. Sometimes the risks are insurable, sometimes the risks are non-insurable. Insurable risk like through fire, through theft, pilferage, and non-insurable like flood, earthquake, bad debts, etc. Now the next point is e-marketing. E-marketing, it is not the function of marketing, but it is a separate process of marketing. E-marketing is the effort of marketers to inform, interact and transact and deliver product and services through web or email or wireless or interactive digital TVs. There are two things which are necessary, like e-marketing efforts and e-marketing place. E-marketing efforts include display, product designing, advertising, selling through the internet. E-marketing place means the sites and that are present on the web, electronic versions of shops, establishments, service, etc. So this is all for the chapter. The chapter is completed. Rest we will continue in our later on classes. Till then, take care of yourself.